Welcome in, welcome. All right, we'll let people file in. So we still got about 2 minutes before we get rolling here. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome. We can go ahead and start by just saying, if you do have any questions at all, feel free to get into the comment section and ask me any question that you have, okay? The whole reason for this live session today is going to be to show you exactly how to maximize your CamWood Hands and Speed Trainer, how to get access to the free trainings, and how to use the bat to get the absolute most results possible, okay? So if you have any questions, go ahead and start typing in the comment section. I want to make sure that everybody's question gets answered before I get off this live today. This live session should be quick, probably about 20, 30 minutes or so. As long as questions are coming in, I will stay on the live however long that we need to make sure everybody's questions do get answered, okay? So we'll let people come in. And if you can hear me, please give me a thumbs up. I want to make sure that this microphone is working properly. So if you can hear me, please let me know in the comment section. So we'll get started here right at 3 o'clock. And if y'all have any questions at all, like I said, go ahead and get in the comment section. I'm gonna make sure everybody's questions get answered. Any thick handle bats in the works? We do have like a fat bat grip, but it's more towards the professional side. So we do this for the pro teams. We haven't done it on the website just yet. So from like a training bat perspective of that fat grip, we don't have any plans on putting that on the website just yet. All right, we'll get rolling here. It's 3 o'clock now. All right, so if you don't know who I am, my name is Trey Sykes. I am the owner of CamWood Bats. And like I said before, the reason that I'm going live today is to make sure that you understand exactly how to use the CamWood Hands and Speed Trainer, okay? Because at CamWood, we do pride ourselves on, we don't just give you a wood bat, we actually teach you exactly how to use it to get the most results, okay? Because this bat right here is great. It'll do wonders for you, but the only way you can get the most results out of it is by following specific trainings to make sure that you're using the bat the right way, okay? Creating those good habits, all right? So whenever I was in high school, everybody used the CamWood Hands and Speed Trainer on my team, but I was one of the only ones that actually, went on to play in college and have success in college. And the reason for that is because I had a structured plan and I knew the exact drills to do with the bat to make sure that I was progressing and I was getting the most results out of it, okay? So I'm gonna share with you exactly what I did to get the most results and how you can as well, okay? So if you're on this live, if you're watching the replay, you're getting this link because you already have the CamWood Hands and Speed Trainer here, okay? So now that you have this bat, a lot of people don't understand that the free drills, our core hitting drills, actually come with it, okay? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna share my screen and I'm gonna walk you through exactly how to access these drills inside of our new CamWood app, okay? And if you don't know, yes, we do have a new app. If you can just go to an iOS or you can go to your Android or your Google Play Store, you can type in CamWood Bats and the app will pop up. You can download it on your phone. It's very easy. It's free, no extra charges or anything, okay? So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna share my screen and I'm gonna show you exactly how to access this in the app, okay? So if you come up here, you open up a whole new tab. You can do this on desktop, or like I said before, you can do this on mobile as well, okay? So on the desktop here, I can just type in app.camwoodbats.com. And if you're not currently signed in and you don't have an account, you can easily just create one. Like I said, it's completely free. All you gotta do is put your email in, create your account, and we're gonna have access to these free trainings inside of here, okay? So once you do log in, you have access to everything. You see the screen pop up. You see on the left-hand side, you're gonna have your navigation, okay? So we have our CamWood community tab. We have baseball elite programs, softball elite programs, baseball training, and softball training. Okay. So in these navigations on the left, the baseball elite and the softball elite are only for our CamWood elite members. Okay. If you don't know what the CamWood elite is, it's our monthly membership where not only can you get access to our hitting programs, but you get access to all of our programs, not just hitting, but also pitching, infield, strength and conditioning, the mental mindset, every aspect of the game of baseball or softball. We have programs and we have expert coaches teaching you that exact thing. Okay. So for instance, Wes Helms played 12 years in the major leagues. Wes is the hitting coach inside of there, as well as the infield coach. Okay. So if you have any questions while going through the infield program or have any questions at all about infield, you can directly message Wes, who played 12 years in the major leagues, and he's able to look at your videos, critique your mechanics, give you feedback for you to make sure that you're getting the most results and you're progressing through the programs and doing it the right way. Okay. So the elite program is literally something that we built because it's something I wish I had whenever I was younger. Whenever I was in high school, or whenever I was in college, I never really had that type or that level of access to an expert or a MLB player, professional softball player on the softball side. Okay. So I want to be able to give that level of expertise and that level of knowledge to make sure that you get your results faster. Okay. So that's what the CamWood Elite is. And if you're not a member of the CamWood Elite, you're going to see right here that there is going to be a tab unlocked that says how to unlock the baseball elite or how to unlock the softball elite. You can click on that button. It'll show you exactly step-by-step how to unlock this in our app. So whenever you get the CamWood Hands and Speed Trainer, you're going to get access to the core hitting drills absolutely free. Okay. And where you find those core hitting drills, and I'll also say, we used to call it the elite hitting fundamentals, but I didn't want it to be confused with the baseball elite and the softball elite. So we changed the name to the core hitting drills. And you'll be able to find them inside of the baseball training category or the softball training category. Okay. So say I'm a baseball player, I'm going to open up the baseball training and you'll be able to see the programs for the baseball side unlocked right here. Okay. So if you bought the All-American 30-Day program, you're going to see it unlocked right here. If you bought part 2, you're going to see all your programs unlocked under here. But let's just say that you didn't get any of the programs, you just bought the CamWood Hands and Speed Trainer. Okay. So you'll see 2 categories unlocked for you, the 3-day elite hitting blueprint and the core hitting drills. Okay. And I want to start by saying that 3-day elite hitting blueprint is by far some of the best hitting information online right now. Like I said, it's something that Wes Helms and I did for a 3-day straight, talking about the mechanics of the swing and how to build a proper swing. Okay. And we had guest speakers like Chipper Jones, Mark DeRosa, and also Wes coming in to really outline and talk about what it takes to build an elite swing. So that is really, really good content. If you haven't watched that before, please log into the app and watch that. It's about 3 hours long, but I'm telling you, it's worth it if you sit down and watch it. Okay. So now let's click on the core hitting drills. All right. So you see here we have, if you click on it, you're going to have your introduction to the drills, but you're also going to get access to 6 of our core drills that we do with the CamWood Hands and Speed Trainer. Okay. So you can come down here and let's just go ahead and click on a drill. Okay. Let's do the 2-hand no stride drill, for instance. So if you click on that, you see a video is going to pop up showing you the drill. Okay. It's Wes Helms and myself in the video, and we're talking about how to do the drill, and I'm demonstrating how to do the drill as I'm hitting. Okay. So you can scroll down here, you get access to these drills, and you can easily watch them and then go out to the cage and start implementing them. Right. But one of the biggest issues I see players have is they get these drills and they go out to the cage and they try to do all 6 of them at the exact same time, right? That would be like me getting my Hands and Speed Trainer today, going out to the cage tomorrow, and I'm trying these 6 brand new drills I've never done before and see if they help, right? See if they work. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you that is not the way to approach these drills, okay? And a lot of parents get these drills and they start wondering to themselves, okay, well, is my child doing the drills properly, right? Are they doing it correctly? Because if not, then you're probably going to start building bad habits, which we do not want. Okay. So at CamWood, we give you the drills to be able to be successful using the Hands and Speed Trainer, but the players that get the absolute most results following these drills, they're inside of the All-American 30-Day Program, okay? The All-American 30-Day Program is going to show you how to take these exact drills right here, and it's going to show you how to implement them in a 30-day plan, okay? So we literally take you along a progression of day one, we're going to start here, and we're slowly going to progress all the way through a 30-day plan to where at the end of those 30 days, you're going to have a completely transformed swing, okay? You're going to understand how to use your lower half properly, how to get grounded, and how to get connected, stay inside the ball, and get the proper extension through it, okay? The All-American 30-Day Program is going to build that elite swing from the ground up, okay? And it's called the All-American 30-Day Program because it's the exact same structure and plan that I learned that helped me go from a 180 batting average my junior year in high school to walking on in college and becoming a Division I All-American, okay? So I 100% understand the power that this program had because it literally changed my career in just a very, very short amount of time, okay? So if you let this program change your career, I said it changed it the exact same way that it did mine, all right? So the All-American 30-Day Program is something that's been around for a while. We created this about 5 years ago, and whenever Wes Helms came on in CamWood, I asked Wes, I was like, hey, I understand you played 12 years in the major leagues, right? Your knowledge of hitting, you learn from guys like Miguel Cabrera, Chipper Jones. I mean, he's around some of the greatest hitters to ever play the game of baseball for 12 years, right? So obviously he understands a thing or two about hitting, okay? So I went to Wes and I said, hey, I want you to comb through the All-American 30-Day Program, and I want you to make updates where you see fit, right? I want you to kind of take this and I want you to create a program that you think the customer would be able to understand a lot easier and be able to understand the movements and what it takes to build that proper swing, okay? So Wes went through the program and he came back to me and he's like, hey, here's some of the tweaks and some of the changes I think we should make in here. And we ended up getting on the phone, setting up a date, and we literally just refilmed the entire All-American 30-Day Program, okay? I just uploaded it into the app about 2 weeks ago. So the updated All-American 30-Day Program is absolutely the best thing that you can possibly follow right now to be able to build that proper swing, okay? So I'm going to share that with you, and I'm going to show you exactly what it is, okay? So if you come down here under the baseball training or softball training, you'll see that you have the All-American 30-Day Hitting Program. So if I click on this tab right here, you see it's brand new because, like I said, I just uploaded this about 2 weeks ago. But you'll see you have your introduction to the program, kind of showing you exactly what it is. But another piece to becoming an elite hitter is having the proper approach and the proper mindset while you're at the plate, okay? Because I 100% agree with approach can change your mechanics, okay? What you're thinking about at the plate 100% can change your mechanics, all right? So we have the approach video, which is showing you as a parent or as a player exactly what to be thinking about while you're doing the drills, okay? Because it's going to help set your direction and it's going to help get those mechanics in the right spot, all right? So you have the video of the approach, and then it's going to start breaking down day one all the way through day 30. Okay, so this is literally a progression starting from day one and just slowly progressing all the way through 30 days to make sure you get the most results. All right, so I'm just going to click on a random day. Let's click on day 2 here. So if I scroll or if I pop open day number 2, you'll see the very top is going to be the workout for that day. Okay, you see we have a youth training section and we have an adult training section, and it's very simple to follow. If you're 12 years old and under, do the youth side. If you're 13 years old and older, do the adult side, okay? Please, if you have an 8-year-old kid, do not do the adult side, okay? Because there's going to be way too many swings. We don't want to overload that player, all right? So it's very simple to follow. Youth side on the left, adult side on the right. And as I scroll down, you see the exact drills for that day and how many swings to take for that day, okay? Very simple layout for you to follow. If you scroll down under the workout, you're going to have your daily drills. Okay. So this is where whenever we have a drill, we're going to show you exactly how to do that drill. All right. So that's what this is right here. You'll be able to open up these videos and watch exactly how to do each drill for that day. Okay. And if you scroll down below the drills for the day, you're going to see you have access to a parent coach's playbook. Okay. And what this playbook is a lot of parents, they'll go out there and they don't really understand the baseball swing or the softball swing, right? So they don't really know if their player's doing the drill correctly, right? So I wanted to add this parent and coach's playbook to the point where we show you as a parent exactly what to look for while your child is doing the drills, okay? That way you're able to make just quick, simple adjustments right away. That way they're not starting to build those bad habits, all right? So the parent coach's playbook is something that we filmed to where you could absolutely know nothing about the baseball or softball swing, and we show you exactly what to look for during each drill, okay? So it's not just the player learning the movements, we're also teaching the parent or the coach exactly how to do these drills and what to look for while your player's doing it, okay? So I think that this is a new addition to the All-American 30-Day program that is going to make a massive difference in the results that these players are seeing, okay? So you can see, very simple, very easy structure for you to follow on a daily basis, okay? And let's just say you followed or you do the workout for the day and you watch the parent coach's playbook and everything is going well, but you just want to make sure that your child's doing the drills correctly, right? That's why inside the All-American 30-Day program, you also get access to our coaches. That way you're able to upload videos and we're able to critique it. Very simple right here on the app. Okay, so you can see up top, we have our tabs. We have a programs tab and we have a connect with coaches tab. Okay, so if you click on the connect with coaches, you'll see it opens up a chat room that you're able to upload videos and us as coaches are able to go in there and make sure that you're doing the drills the right way. Okay, so there's 100% no excuse as to why we aren't progressing and seeing real results over these 30 days. Okay. So as a parent, it's very easy. And even, I mean, you can give this to your child and tell them, hey, just set up a tripod, take a video of a few swings and upload them to the app. Right. So we want to be able to give you that access to make sure that the drills are being done the right way. That way you get the most results in those 30 days. Okay. So you can see very simple, very easy for you to follow. The drills are right there for you, broken down in a daily format. And then you're able to upload videos to us to make sure that the drills are being done the right way. Okay. And please do not be scared to post videos inside of this chat room. This is a private chat room where only members of the All-American 30-Day program has access to. Okay. So this is not like some, public billboard you're posting your child's swing on and they're going to get, negative comments or negative feedback. That is not what's happening. Okay. And I encourage everybody in here to post videos because your child is more than likely not the only one struggling with a certain issue. Okay. So if you post a video and you're casting your hands and we're able to have a response to be able to fix that problem, well, little Johnny over here probably has the exact same issue and they're able to fix their problem right away as well, watching your video and seeing exactly how we comment back to that video. I hope that makes sense. Okay. So please do not be afraid or be scared to jump in here and post videos because it is a positive community and it's a place where everybody is in here trying to get better. Okay. We all have the exact same goal. Okay. And the reason I emphasize that is because that has been something that people have reached out to us about is, they're a little worried to post videos online. So please don't be scared to do that. You're not going to get any negative feedback. And it's the only way that us as an entire community is going to get better and move forward. Okay. So like I already showed you, you got your CamWood hands and speed trainer here. Okay. And then once you have your hands and speed trainer, I showed you how to get access to the free drills, which is the core hitting drills right here. Okay. So you have access to those drills. You can go out there and you can follow these drills and you're going to start seeing results, right? But the way to get the absolute most results possible using this hands and speed trainer here is going to be by following the All-American 30-Day program. Okay. And the reason for that is because that 30-day program is going to walk you through step by step exactly how to build your swing from the ground up, okay? It's how to get connected. It's going to be how to use your lower half and how to get the proper extension through the ball. So we're driving the ball gap to gap with power, okay? So if you have any questions at all regarding the programs, regarding the bat, please let me know in the comment section, all right? But another thing that I want to talk about, let me make sure we have any comments here. I definitely need this. William, thank you. I appreciate that comment there. Like I said, this program is something that I did. Like I said, it took my career from a kid that was a backup as a junior in high school to walking on in college and becoming an All-American. So I understand the power that this program has, and I want to make sure that every player out there has the ability to follow something like this, because it is what will literally, it took, like I said, I always tell people this, like, what was something like this mean for you? Like, for me personally, this meant that I was able to go to college and I was able to get a scholarship in college, right? So I didn't have to come out of pocket and pay tuition, because this program literally transformed my entire career. It changed everything for me once I understood the proper mechanics of how to stay inside the ball, okay? And what this program is really good at, the brand new one that we just filmed, it is extremely good at teaching you the proper sequencing, okay? How the body is supposed to move to make your swing as efficient as possible, okay? Because as you know, as a hitter, one of the big things is going to be timing, okay? Everybody always talks about hitting is about timing. Get your timing on, get on time, right? But you're only perfectly on time about 10% of your at-bats, right? So hitting is not about what you do when your timing is perfectly on. Hitting is about what you do when your timing is just off. Are you still able to barrel the ball up whenever you're just a little bit late or you're just a little bit out front? Is your bat going to stay in that path all the way through extension to give you the best chance to barrel the ball up, okay? And a lot of hitters these days is they're trying to get the contact and they are just yanking, right? They're just pulling off everything. One of the biggest issues I see players have today is nobody gets the proper extension through the ball, right? And what they're doing is they're making themselves what Wes likes to call a cube hitter, right? Your timing has to be perfect in order for you to barrel the ball up, okay? And that's not what we're teaching, okay? This All-American 30-day program is going to teach you exactly how to sequence that body up to where your sweet spot of your bat is staying in the zone all the way through extension, okay? And following this simple plan is going to show you exactly how to do that, all right? So if y'all have any questions at all, please get in the comments below. I want to make sure everybody's questions get answered. But the next thing that I want to show you here is how to get access to the All-American 30-day program, okay? So if you go to our website, camwoodbats.com, you can easily come right here. You can go to baseball or softball, depending on which one you are, and you can go down to the programs tab, okay? So you'll see all the different packages for our programs. And if you already have a CamWood Hands and Speed Trainer, then you're going to need the one-hander and the All-American program, okay? So you can just click on this right here. And like I said, this one-hander is going to come free with the program, okay? And the reason that we have this one-hander here as a part of this package and a part of the All-American 30-day program is because this is the best tool to isolate specific movements in your swing, okay? So inside the 30-day program, we use a one-hand trainer to use with our bottom hand to teach connection, okay? We want you to learn how to get connected right away. That way it starts you on that proper path and that proper direction back through the ball, okay? So the bottom hand is going to be like our steering wheel, okay? That's what's going to get us connected, right? And then the top hand is what's going to provide that pop and provide that power, okay? So we use our top hand drills inside of the program with the one-hand trainer to teach you how to stay palm up through the zone and get the proper extension through the ball. That way we're able to drive the ball with power, okay? So I can't overestimate here or undervalue or underestimate the importance of having a one-hand trainer as a part of your regimen, okay? So like I said, we do one-hand drills every day inside the 30-day program, and that is why that we're going to give you a one-hand trainer for free when you sign up for the All-American 30-day program, okay? So it's very simple. You come here to the website, get the one-hander plus the All-American program. You can select your size. So the one-hander, the youth one-hander is going to be for 30-inch and below on your hands and speed trainer. Okay. So if my CamWood hands and speed trainer is a 28-inch, I'm going to go with a youth one-hander. Okay. And if my CamWood hands and speed trainer is a 31-inch or above, I'm going to go with the adult one-hander. Okay. Very simple, very easy for you to follow. Okay. So you're going to select the one-hander size and you're going to click add to cart. And once you go through with your purchase, you're going to be able to get access to the All-American 30-day program instantly. Okay. So our system is set up to where you'll receive a text message and an email with an invite to unlock the All-American 30-day program inside of the CamWood app. Okay. So once you get that link into your text message or your email, you accept that invite. That's when you'll see over here under the baseball training or the softball training, whichever program you purchased, you'll see that it pops up and it is unlocked for you right away. Okay. So very simple, very easy for you to follow. All right. And another thing I hit on earlier in this live is the CamWood Elite. Okay. And as a member of the CamWood Elite, you do get access to the All-American 30-day program. Okay. But I want you to understand the difference between the All-American 30-day program and the CamWood Elite. Okay. Because you get access to both in both areas. All right. So the All-American 30-day program, if you purchase this program, you own it forever. Okay. If we make a change or an update to this 5 years from now, you're going to get access to the new changes. Okay. If we do it 10 years from now, you're still going to get access. All right. So purchasing the program allows you to follow through the program right now, get amazing results. And then next year, maybe a month or 2 months before the baseball season or softball season kicks back up again, we want to restart the program, right? We want to do the program again next year to start getting our mechanics and everything in line, right? So you can easily, a year from now, come back into the app and get access to the All-American 30-day program again, follow it step by step, okay? And you get all of the updates that we make to this program forever, okay? So if you buy the All-American 30-day program, you have it forever, okay? So let's go over the CamWood Elite, okay? So if you become an Elite member, the CamWood Elite is a $97 a month membership, okay? So every month is $97, and it's very self-explanatory. If you cancel your membership, you lose access to all of the programs that you previously had access to, okay? So if I go right here inside the CamWood Elite, you'll see not only do I have access to hitting programs and hitting content, I have access to every aspect of the game. We have pitching, catching, infield, strength conditioning, throwing programs, mental mindset training, and we have outfield base running and in-game situations coming soon, okay? So the CamWood Elite is something that we want to be able to teach you and give you access to expert players and coaches at every single position on the field, okay? So from the hitting side, you have 12-year big leaguer Wes Helms. From the pitching side, you have 10-year big leaguer Matt Guerrier teaching pitching. From the catching, you have a 10-year catching coach for the Blue Jays, George Carroll. Okay, your infield coach is going to be Wes Helms. Like I said, just played 12 years in the majors. You have a strength and conditioning programs with Chris Kievit, who was the Under Armour strength and conditioning coach. We have throwing programs, and we have Major League Mindset with Brandon Geyer, who also played 7 years in the major leagues. Okay, and if you're a softball player, we have the exact same thing on the softball side as well, okay? So you have professional coaches and professional players teaching you their exact position, okay? So I just want to make sure you understand the difference between buying a program or joining the CamWood Elite as a member, okay? If you buy a program, you have access forever, all right? And if you become a member of the CamWood Elite, you have access to all of our programs and all of our coaches as long as you are a member, okay? If you cancel your membership, you lose access to everything, okay? And that's including reward points as well. So as a member of the CamWood Elite, you get reward points every single month. And as those points build up, you're able to go on our website and get free product across our website, okay? So every 4 months you stay a member of the CamWood Elite, you actually unlock a free custom game bat, for instance, okay? So very cool stuff right there. If y'all have any questions at all, please feel free to ask in the comment section. I want to make sure everybody's questions get answered here. All right. Does it make a difference to have the one-hand trainer? William, yes, I hit on that. The one-hander is vital inside of the program. Okay. Other people have used like other one-handers before, but I would recommend the CamWood hand and speed trainer one-hander because it's teaching you those proper mechanics. Okay. With the added weight right here above the hands, it's going to teach you how to get connected right away. Okay. And that's one of the main pieces. And the first move you want to make is to get that connection, that proper connection. That's what this bat right here is going to teach you because of the weight and because of the design right above the hands. Okay. So yes, you can do this program with a different one-hander, but I highly, highly recommend this bat right here because it's going to teach you the proper movements. Okay. The proper bat path. We want to make sure that we get connected right away. All right. Marquise said, William, I can attest my 2 kids has been a major benefit. I can tell when they have and have not been doing the drills. 100%. 100%. Trey, can you repeat what you just said in reference to sizing? Yes. So, you have another question here, Trey. There were questions last night online about smaller youth. I would consider T-ball 6-year-old using the youth trainers and how to size for kids. Yes. And William, you just said, I regret not buying both. Well, like I said, you can go online. If you already have the hands and speed trainer, you can go online and grab the one-hander with the program right there. Okay. So like Marquise, you said, what about the sizing? Okay. So with the one-hander, I hope you're talking about the one-hander. We'll start with the one-hander. I'll actually go into the main sizing of the main trainer as well. So we have a youth one-hander and we have an adult one-hander. Okay. So go with a youth one-hander if your regular game or if your CamWood hands and speed trainer size, this bat, if this right here is 30 inches or below, so if it's 26, 27, 28, 29, or 30, you're going to want to go with a youth one-hander, okay? And if this bat right here is a 31, a 32, a 33, or a 34 inch, you want to go with the adult one-hander, okay? And the reason for that, let me see if I have a youth one-hander back here behind me. I do. Let me grab it so you can see. All right. Oh, sorry, this one's all beat up. But you have a youth one-hander and you have an adult one-hander. Okay, so you can see the difference in sizing here. This youth one-hander is going to be 20 inches. This adult one-hander is going to be 25 inches. Okay, so there's a pretty big difference in length and in weight between these two. All right. The difference in weight is going to be about 4 ounces or so. Okay. So it's a give or take depending on the size billet that's used. But on average, the adult hands and speed trainer is going to be around that 4 to 6 ounces heavier than the youth one-hander. Okay. That's why we always want to make sure that we are sizing them up properly. All right. So you also talked about sizing on the CamWood hands and speed trainer, how to size a youth player. Okay. So we always recommend training with the same length that you swing in game. Okay. So my son, for instance, he's a smaller kid. He's 6 years old. He uses a 26-inch in game, right? So I got him a 26-inch CamWood hands and speed trainer. Okay. Because we always just want to match that up. Well, we got the hands and speed trainer in and I started noticing, okay, this bat might be a little too heavy for him, right? Because like I said, he's a smaller kid. So what I ended up doing is I went and got a 24-inch hand and speed trainer, which is the T-ball version of our bat. Okay. And he got that in his hands and he was able to swing that with no problem. Okay. So that smaller bat was able to help him build his strength to where now he is using that 26-inch CamWood hand and speed trainer. Okay. So it's very finicky when you start talking about 6, 7-year-old kids because, you know, some kids are extremely tiny and some 7-year-olds look like they're 10, right? So it really depends on the player. But rule of thumb is always going to be swing the same length that you swing in game, okay? So I hope that makes sense. But the main thing is I also want to hit on that. Every kid is different, okay? Whenever we're going through the 30-day program, every kid is going to progress at a different rate than another player, okay? So yes, we're giving you a 30-day program and we're giving you how to take that progression over 30 days. But a 7-year-old and a 15-year-old are going to understand things a lot differently. Okay. The speed of which they understand it's going to be a lot different. All right. So that 7-year-old kid might need to go through week 1 2 times, right? They might need to do 2 weeks of week 1 to really understand their hands, okay? Really understand how to get connected and how to have that proper bat path before we move on to the next set of drills, which is the lower half, okay? We want to make sure that our bat path and our hand drills are consistent before we start introducing the next step of the program, okay? The 30-day program is a guide, okay? You do not have to follow it 100%, okay? This is something that each player is going to take, and they're going to progress down this a lot differently with the timing, okay? So like my 7-year-old or my 6-year-old son, I have not done the All-American 30-day program with him yet. He does use a CamWood hands and speed trainer, but I haven't really started introducing drills and stuff like that to him. I just tell him, hey, hit the ball as hard as you can back up the middle, okay? And all I want to do is teach him that proper direction of driving everything back up towards the pitcher, back up the middle, okay? So whenever I do start introducing the programs to him, we're going to take it really slow, all right? We're going to make sure that his hands are getting connected, his bat path is getting connected first, and we have that proper, I would say, the proper consistency while doing the drills before we move on to the lower half stuff. Okay, I just hope that makes sense. All right. So, Marquise, did that answer your question? I see you said, thanks, Trey. Just want to make sure that we are good to go. Okay. And like I said, this is a space for you to ask any questions that you possibly have. Okay. If we don't have any questions coming in, we can go ahead and end the live for the day. I just wanted to make sure that everyone that joins and that watches this video understands exactly how to access the core hitting drills inside the app, which are completely free, okay? You don't even have to have the hands and speed trainer for you to download the app and access those core hitting drills, okay? 100% free inside the app. But I also wanted you to understand that there is that next step to make sure that you get the most results and how to get those results quicker. And that's through the All-American 30-day program, okay? Because that program is going to show you exactly how to take those 6 drills and implement them into a daily hitting plan over the next 30 days, okay? And not only does it show you exactly what to do each day, but it gives you access to us as coaches to make sure you're doing the drills properly, okay? Because as you understand, if you're not doing the drills the right way, you're just going to start creating bad habits, all right? And we do not want that, okay? So if you do want access to us as coaches, please get inside the All-American 30-day program. I'm telling you, it's how you're going to really speed up the results that you see, okay? It did answer my question. I missed the piece where to locate the parent section. Marquise, so the parent section, let me share my screen. So let's say that you have access to the All-American 30-day program. So if I click on the All-American 30-day program, you're going to see that we have our programs right here. The All-American 30-day hitting program. You can click on any of the days. So if I just, I'm going to click on day number 3. If you click on any of the days and you scroll down, you're going to see the daily hitting drills. But if you scroll down under those, you're going to see the parent coach's playbook, okay? And like I said, this video is showing you exactly what to look for while they're doing the drills, okay? So you can find the parent coach's playbook underneath each day inside the program, or you can actually find it in a category right here called Parent Coach's Playbook, okay? So you see underneath the All-American 30-day program category, you will have a Parent Coach's Playbook category you can click on, and it's going to be that video for every single drill inside of our program, okay? So there's 2 separate areas for you to find these videos, all right? And as you see, we also have a drill library for all the videos, so it's very easy for you to go back and find those drill libraries. And this is the old program. We will be removing the old program from the app November 1st, okay, or October 31st, whichever, at midnight between those 2 days, okay? All right, Marquise, did I answer your question where to find it? I'll also say this, if you're inside the CamWood Elite, if you're inside the CamWood Elite, it's going to be underneath the days, okay? So if I click on hitting, it'll open up the programs. Oh, sorry. So if I scroll to the All-American 30-day hitting program and I click on the day, you will see that's where the parent coach's playbook is underneath the daily drills, okay? So inside the CamWood Elite, that's where you're going to find those videos. All right, any other questions? I want to make sure every question gets answered before we get off this live session, okay? And like I said, I'll be doing these lives once a week. to make sure that y'all have all the information, everything that you need to get the most results using these bats. Okay. You answer all of my questions, and now I need to buy something new. I like the sound of that. That's the thing, Marquise, is like, I know earlier you said that you already joined the All-American 30-Day program. I don't know if you're inside the elite or if you were a member of the program. But like I said, the new one that we just did is amazing. Like I said, it sounded like from your past comments that you did the previous program that we created, which is awesome. But what we did is we took the biggest questions that people had while doing those drills and we put them into this new program, if that makes sense, right? Because a lot of players were having issues with that top hand. So with the new program, we have top hand drills in there, okay? Because we want to make sure that everybody gets, gets the fundamentals and teaches exactly how to get that proper extension through it, right? Marquise, you're inside the elite. Awesome. So as a member of the elite, like I said, you already have access to everything, right? You have access to all the programs. And you're getting reward points while you're in the elite. So I know you say you want to buy something new. Well, just let your reward points accrue and get enough reward points to get free stuff on our site. So that's one thing I wanted to make sure inside the elite was, it's kind of a one-stop shop for everything, right? And I understand that if like you're a high school player, you're going to be going through probably 3 or 4 wood bats a summer season, right? So as a member of the elite, I wanted to make sure that you got reward points, that you're able to use those points on those bats. That way you're not having to spend tons of money, right? We'll give you those, we'll give you stuff for free just for you being a part of the CamWood Elite, okay? William said, thank you. Thank you, William. I appreciate you being on the live. Like I said, if you don't have any other questions, if you have anything at all, please let me know. I need you to put hats in the store. I have plenty of shirts now. That is actually something that we're talking about, is getting the hats on the website. So it's like we're using a third party for our apparel. So it's a lot tougher to kind of, get the inventory in and how to get the orders over to them to make sure that they're being shipped out on time, all that good stuff. Because like say you put in a shirt order, that's actually being shipped from our third party company. Okay. So it's not being shipped by us. It's being shipped by somebody else. So we have to have all that data transferred over to them and make sure that they have everything they need to get the orders out in a timely manner. So obviously our apparel, we started with shirts. We have hoodies, other stuff on the website. I don't know, Marquise, if you saw that we added hoodies to the site, but we added those hoodies probably about a month ago or so. But if you go to our website, go to apparel, you can see everything that we're offering right now. And hats are coming soon. So awesome, awesome, awesome. If we don't have any other questions, like I said, we can get off the live. I went through pretty much all the information that I wanted to make sure that you have access to. And as always, if a question does pop up, then please go inside of our app, go to our general feed. I can go ahead and show you real quick. So if you log into the app, you go to the CamWood community, we have a general feed. You can literally ask us anything right here, okay? So you can go to the general feed, share a post. You can say Trey is cool, right? Whatever you want to say. Ask your question right there, and we can talk to you inside of the app, okay? All right, if there's no other questions coming in, we can go ahead and end the live for the day. And like I said, if you have any other questions whenever we get off, please get inside the app. Ask us right there inside that general feed, okay? And you'll get a response very quickly, all right? So I appreciate everybody for joining the live session. And I will be coming back again next week, and I will see you inside the CamWood app.